Today we are going to see the horror film, The Red Book Ritual, of the year 2022. This is an anthropology film, and inside it, there are one-to-one stories which you will like very much. So you must watch this video till the end. In the beginning, we are shown a witch who used to do witchcraft. There is a red book in front of her, and candles were lit on her table. She cuts her hand with a knife and drops her blood inside that book. After this, she kills herself by hanging herself. That witch had imprisoned her soul inside that book. There were many stories inside that book, by reading which her soul could be released. Years pass by keeping that book lying there. And after many years, 3 friends come there to celebrate the vacation. They were unaware that there were powers inside this book. When they get this book, they decide to read its stories. Their names are B, Justin, and Sophia. Sophia tells that this is the Red Book ritual game, and it is believed that the spirit of a witch is present inside this book. When they will open this book, the book itself will tell them what they have to do, and they will have to do all those dares. This game is going to be very difficult, so get ready for the fun. B gets very scared hearing this, and tells them that she is coming after putting her brother to sleep. She goes to her brother, and tells him to go to sleep, and she is going downstairs to play games with her friends. Actually, Justin and Sophia had the plan to scare B. That's why they were telling her a fabricated story, so that B gets scared and they can enjoy. But they were unaware that the book with which they were going to play the game was the real book, inside which the soul of the witch was present. When those people bring the book in front of them, the cat comes there. Sophia asks B where this cat came from. She tells her that this cat was already present there. Justin tells them that it must be the cat of that witch, because she has come here after seeing that book. He tells them where that witch belongs and that it is a curse on the black cat. There are some powers inside it, and the cat always remained with the witch. Then Justin starts telling the story of Bonnie, who was the same witch. He tells them that Bonnie's husband was a soldier. When he was returning home, he found Bonnie's clothes in front of the house, which was stained with blood. Seeing this, he ran into the house and saw that all the things in the house were broken. When he started worrying about his wife, he went to her room, where he saw Bonnie, who was sleeping naked with that cat. He woke her up and asked her what was going on there. But Bonnie didn't say anything. After that, Bonnie went out naked to do hunting. He tried to dress her, but she refused. When she went out, her dog Argus saw the cat and killed it. Then the soldier buried the dead body of that cat so that his wife does not know that her cat has died. When Bonnie returned, she had a rabbit in her hand, whose blood she had drunk. Now she started looking for her cat, but she could not find it anywhere. When she went to her husband, smelling his clothes, she came to know that her dog had killed the cat. So then she went to the dog to kill him. Her husband tried to stop her, but she did not stop at all, and Bonnie killed that dog. When her husband reached there, he found that her cat was still alive, because she was sitting right in front of him. He was surprised to see her, and that's when Bonnie attacked him. Bonnie's husband attacked the cat by snatching the bow from her hand, but that cat suddenly disappeared and returned. Bonnie attacked him again, and now her husband hit her with a shovel and made her unconscious. Her husband had understood that this cat is definitely demonic. Bonnie also regained consciousness. He left his wife and went from there forever. Since then, the cat remained with witch. B and Sophia laugh at Justin's story and tell him that it just can't be true. Justin tells that the people of the town have told him the same story, and if this turns out to be true, then they can be in big trouble. After that, they decide to open the book. Sophia puts her hand on it and asks if she can enter the game. When she opens the book, she finds a phrase in it that she can't understand. After that, Justin puts his hand on that book and asks, "How old am I?" When he opens the book, the phrase was written there. Date and month were given in it, by adding which his age was coming out. Now those people get surprised because they came to know that this book is elusive. After that, B puts her hand on it and asks how many spirits are there. Book tells them that 3 spirits are present in this house. Only then someone touches Sophia and she realizes that those people are not alone. Sophia gets very scared and tells them they should not play this game. But B tells her that if they leave the game, they will be killed. Justin asks the book what they will have to do. The book tells him to read only the stories inside it. Then Justin reads the first story called Little One. Chloe was sitting in the car smoking a cigarette to relieve her stress. because she had a miscarriage for the second time. Outside the store, she was waiting for her husband Nick. Nick comes back and tells her to control herself. Chloe just wants to go back home. To reach home quickly, he takes a shortcut that passes through the village. Nick tells her that everything will be fine next time. We'll try again. Chloe says that it is not as easy to do as he is thinking. Only then a boy comes in front of his car, then he stops the car. Chloe gets down from the car and goes to the boy to see him. But then that boy's father reaches there with a gun and tells them to stay away from the child. Nick tells Chloe to walk back. The man tells them that it is not at all what they are thinking. It is not a normal child but a demon. Chloe says how can he call his son a demon? The man tells them to listen to him and both run away from there. Chloe does not listen to him and goes to the boy. Only then he shoots, due to which Chloe gets injured. Seeing this, Nick attacks the man and makes him unconscious. Then he goes to his wife and picks her up and makes her sit in the car. Then goes to pick up that boy. The boy's father forbids him again and again. Nick brings the boy to his car, only to see that the man is dead and his eyes are completely black. Seeing this, his eyes also turn black and he dies. Chloe also looks at that boy and this story ends. When Justin finishes reading the story, suddenly blood comes out of his finger, which falls into the book. Justin sees the story guy there too. He ignores this and now gives the book to Sophia to read the next story. Sophia reads another story called Nose, 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 Eyes. In this story, when Jihyo is sleeping, she sees her father. His father came in front and was being called Nose, 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 Lips. When he removed his hand from his face, his eyes were completely white. Jihyo screams loudly and only then she wakes up. She was only seeing a dream. She immediately goes to her mother Hyunwoo and tells her about the nightmare, and says Daddy's eyes were strange. Hyunwoo tells her not to worry, her father will be fine. Jihyo's father was burned, due to which he was on bed rest. And apart from him, there was no one earning in the house. Because of this, those people had become very poor. Hyunwoo gets a call from her brother-in-law and tells her that he is standing outside their house. He wants to meet his brother. Hyunwoo lies to him that she is not at home, so he should not come at all. Jihyo asks why is she lying. Hyunwoo tells that he thinks his uncle wants the insurance money, and that's why he wants to meet him. But she will not let this happen at all. After the death of her father, all her insurance money will be theirs. Then both of them eat some rotten apples kept there, which shows that they didn't even have enough money to buy fruits. Jihyo's uncle comes outside the door and knocks. They both ignore him and do not open the door. Then Jihyo's uncle leaves there. Jihyo wants to see her father, but her mother tells her not to go in that room at all. Jihyo does not listen to her and immediately goes to her father's room. She sees that her father is tied up and her father is absolutely fine. Hyunwoo wants to kill him out of greed for money. Jihyo's father tells her to call her uncle when Hyunwoo is not at home. Then Hyunwoo comes there, then Jihyo hides under the bed. Jihyo understood that her mother had fallen deeply into greed for money. She lied that her father was burnt, but her father was absolutely fine. Hyunwoo comes there and starts torturing her husband. She opens his eyes completely and then brings a needle. She is about to put a needle in his eye while sitting on top of him. Just then Jihyo's voice comes, from which her mother comes to know that she is here. Then she gets down from the bed, looks down, and asks Jihyo what she is doing here. Jihyo screams loudly, she was very scared. Hyunwoo says your daddy has asked me to do all this. Daddy can't earn money now, so we have to do this because we have to raise you too. Jihyo says you are lying, don't hurt daddy. Hyunwoo asks so would you like to take daddy's place? Jihyo cries and says do whatever you want with daddy. Then she sends her away. Hyunwoo brutally tortures her husband, which leads to his death. And with this story also ends. Suddenly blood from Sophia's nose drips on the book. She hears some voices, but no one else was able to hear these voices. Now the character of the story is visible to her. Justin explains that this is not true as the book is showing you. Sophia gets very scared of this and tells her friends that she has to leave. When she stands up, someone drags her to a room and locks the door. Justin tries to go inside it but can't. He asks the book where is Sophia? Who took her? Book says keep reading. They think that by finishing this game, we will be able to save Sophia. B reads the next story titled Release. There is a doctor in the story whose name was Carla. Her brother was suffering from cancer, and she was treating him. When she goes to her brother, his wife says that keeping him alive isn't right, it's time. Carla says that her brother has to stay alive, and she will keep him alive at any cost. She goes to the pharmacy north wing to get midazolam medicine for her brother. She sees that that section is completely deserted. When she goes out after taking the medicine, she sees that the door there is completely closed. She also feels the presence of someone there. She starts searching for a way out. Carla goes to a room where she finds a bathtub which was full of blood. Now there the song starts playing. Carla then closes it and returns to the door. Then she sees someone coming there limping towards her. She gets very nervous, but now he was not there. She hears a song in a dark room, where she also receives medicine. Suddenly someone's spirit appears in front of her, and she screams. Carla tries to open the door and calls for help. She closes her eyes when she sees the spirit coming towards her. Only then someone holds her hand. It was Blake, her brother. Seeing the medicine, he shakes his head, no. She understands that her brother's spirit wants her to let him die. Carla leaves the bottle of medicine. His brother's soul had left now. She immediately goes to his ward and turns off the ventilator. Her brother dies, and this story ends here. B reads this story and feels that it is her mother's story. A drop of BA's blood also falls on that book. B says we all bled on the book, on the stories. I think our blood is fitting the book. It's giving life to it. Justin thinks that the game is over. But then a new story appears. B sees her mother's spirit and follows her. Justin tells her this is not true, stop, but she does not stop. The door of the room where Sophia was locked opened. Justin goes there so someone was calling him. Then two hands come and kill him. Bay goes to a room where she finds something written on the wall. Now another story from that book is shown. This story is about Magpie and her father living in England. Magpie poisons the holy wine when her father tells her to get ready to go to church. When they reach the church, all the people of the town were present there. There was a boy who was watching Magpie. Father says that we should live as we are born and should not do any work against the will of God. Father was saying this because Magpie was a lesbian and she used to be intimate with a lady. Her father had caught his daughter red-handed. He told his man to catch that lady. Those people had caught that lady and tied her in the forest. After that, everyone threw tomatoes on her, so that the message could be sent to the society that if anyone is a lesbian or gay, then he or she will be treated in the same way. Father tells everyone that being a lesbian and gay is very wrong. It is against the will of God, and its punishment is only death. All the townspeople drink holy wine. Within no time, foam starts coming out of their mouth, and they all die on the spot. Magpie mixed poison in it so that those people would die. We also see the black demon behind the magpie, which represents nothing but her anger. Passing over everyone, she reaches that lady and rescues her too. Then both of them run away from there, and here this story ends. B sees the devil's sign on the wall. From this, she understands that this house belongs to that witch, and she wants to return. B comes back to the hall where Sophia is standing with a knife on her brother's neck. B says to leave her brother. Sophia says which needs pure blood. Then she drops blood from BA's brother's finger in the book and lets him go. Sophia recites some mantras and then slits her throat. Now she was dead. B tells her brother to go and hide in his room. She sees that blood is coming out of that book, which had come out with the help of that book. The witch sees B and catches her. After that, she takes possession of her. A smiling B is seen calling her brother out of his room. Her brother asks if everything is fine now. B says yes, everything is fine. We see the witch behind B, and with this the movie ends here.